it looks like this is gonna be, in my opinion, the best Call of Duty of all times. And I'll go right into it and explain what my opinions are on this Call of Duty. My number one reason why I think this Call of Duty is going to become the best Call of Duty of all times is because Call of Duty is introducing a wide range of game modes, from a 2v2 competitive game mode to a 20 versus 20 more casual game mode. What that is going to do for the community is that it's going to bring a wide range of players from Battlefield that like big maps. They're going to be trying Call of Duty the 20 versus 20, and obviously it's going to keep the core of the Call of Duty community, which is really competitive, with the 2v2 and obviously with the traditional game modes. Number two reason is that Call of Duty is bringing a variety of weapons and simplifying classes by only being able to pick 5 things. Number 1, primary, secondary, 3 perks, and 2 grenades, 1 tactical and 1 lethal. It has also introduced something that has never been introduced before into Call of Duty: Gunsmith. You can basically edit your gun, customize your gun to your liking by being able to change the muzzle, the optics, the stock, the magazine, the barrel, etc, etc, etc. My number 3 reason is aesthetics, how the game looks. They use a new technology to reproduce real life objects to make it look as real as possible in game. Now, don't take it from me, take it from the developers. Let me roll that clip.
We use a new technique called photogrammetry, and what we do is a lot of the art in our game is actually scanned, 3D scanned from real world objects. We go like our...
You keep bringing me closer to Tony Stark stuff every time you go with these things.
It's crazy. The whole process has changed, right? Like artists would sit in a room and they'd art a character, but now we have whole, I guess, wardrobes that people wear, and like people drive along the road and they find like a burnout car and they're like, "We found it. This is awesome. Come here, bring it for us."
Yeah,
that's so
seriously,
cool.
Yeah, we'll take gear and we'll actually throw it in a pool for a while, so it gets like worn and beat up, and then we'll scan it so it looks more grounded and real.
Yeah.
Wow. And a lot of that did it go into, we touched on a little bit earlier, like the realistic environments. Was that part of the process as well, or how did you guys get in to make these look so realistic and so awesome?
Yeah, it's actually scanning real world things. We scanned old burnt out cars, these little rubble piles, and we kind of have to work that in. And it was actually a big task for the art department to kind of have
I bet it was,
new workflow.
Hey, we got all these pictures. You guys are now have to create all of this.
Yeah. So it took a little while for us to kind of get up and kind of used to that system and really get rolling.
Number 4, combat mechanics. The most important part of the game, the mechanics. They have introduced on-the-fly modification of weapons in-game. They have also introduced field upgrades. They have also introduced gun mounting, and they have also introduced leaning. Now let me roll the clip of the developers talking about it.
What is it? When you die, you can actually go to where you're picking your class and modify things, and right there and then.
Yep, you can edit in the game, all in game. And
there we go, Ashton.
It will actually swap out next time you die.
Okay, upgrades. Yeah. Do you want to talk a little bit about what they are and how you came to bringing that into the game? Sure. Go.
Yeah. So we like the idea of a reward that players got kind of regularly. But we didn't want it to be like this kind of like I win button. Like, okay, it's super weapon clock.
I got this.
And
So I win now.
We looked for things that would help players support their team for the most part. It's not true for everything, but we have like the tactical cover.
Okay.
We have the trophy system. The tactical cover you can actually mount on with our new mount mechanic. So you can mount on the top of cover. The side gives you a significant recoil bonus. And then we actually, at the beginning of the game, we let you have 1 field upgrade, right? And you start working through them, and you have that field upgrade, you get to use it. And then at the end, we unlocked a pro functionality for that lets you bring in 2. And so in the moment, in the match, you get to choose between these 2. And so you might have an offensive field upgrade, like say a scout drone that goes up and actually scouts for your team to scout an objective, or you might have a trophy system. And so in the moment, you're like, I'm in headquarters. Am I defending a point or assaulting a point? Let me choose.
It gives you that variation dependent on what's happening.
And tactical insertion has returned.
Okay.
And that's also on a cooldown in there. There's a bunch of different stuff. Funny little trick. If your buddy, and this takes teamwork, if your buddy puts out a recon drone, you can throw C4 on it.
Stop.
Yeah.
You can finish the rest of it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Put 2 and 2.
It sounds like all right. But there is a very new feature that's very interesting and provides some kind of wild circumstances within gunfights. Can you talk to me about the changes to doors within Modern Warfare?
Yeah, so early on we put doors in, right, and let players kind of like pause a firefight. We're like, that's kind of cool, but they felt really, really basic. So we started to layer in kind of this experience, these new features. So we have a peek mechanic that lets you saw it in the trailer, open a door slightly, throw a tactical in, and then you can melee the door, go in and clear them out. And then we did some breaching, and we're like, okay, what if explosives just open doors? So players can either throw C4, clacker the door open, or they can cook a grenade. And then we had a bunch of players, you know, whining about like, it's affecting the flow of the map. Like, this isn't how the map was built. And so we actually allow you to sprint through doors. So we have this kind of like suite of functionality around doors.
So you can be sneaky, or you can just be loud.
Yeah.
Or actually doing a little bit of weapon mounting as well.
Yeah.
But it's really kind of more specific. It isn't necessarily just like leaning.
Yeah, we didn't want the kind of like head glitchy kind of scenarios you get from like a lean anywhere mechanic, right? We didn't want those sliver shots. And so, but we really like the idea of bracing your weapon on surfaces. And when we talk to soldiers, that's what they do. You're carrying a big heavy gun. You want to stabilize that gun, or
sure.
Getting tired.
Yeah, those guns are actually they're pretty heavy.
So, there's a perfect example.
Yeah, thank you.
Well,
Now guys, those are my top 4 reasons why I think this game is going to be the best COD of all times. There's way more reasons out there to analyze and pinpoint, but for me, those are my top 4. Now, if you guys want to analyze why this game is so good, I'm going to leave the link below of the multiplayer release featuring gamers like Shroud, Dr. Disrespect, and many others. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good one. See you next video. Let's get it, baby. Winners Club.